Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Fat Girl Friday Show.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So today, that was the most sad woohoo ever. All right, and take two. Woohoo!
Yeah,
So,
how's that?
welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how to stay fit, relaxed, and happy during the holiday season, because some of y'all get turned up during this time. That is not what this is about. It's about staying fit. You know, you don't have to gain the, what is it? Is it 10?
Oh,
or
it's
5
at least
pounds?
10. At least 10.
I mean, if you want to, that's cool too. But if you don't want to, you could still enjoy all the things that you want to enjoy and stay fit and relaxed and happy. And
all the above.
Yeah, right? Happy, healthy, not want to stab a bitch because of traffic or whatever, family.
You know, you were talking the last show about people stealing things.
Oh, yeah.
And yesterday, I watched somebody steal something too.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's just a form of scarcity. It's kind of like, you know, if you feel like you need to do that, then you're in scarcity. And it happens a lot during the season. So, and it is a way to, or it can be like, stressful. Obviously, scarcity is stressful. Yeah. So we want to keep you out of that state in a relaxed, abundant, healthy state. So we're here to do that, and we're going to talk about some techniques. I am Lauren Clayton. I'm an integrative health practitioner, yoga teacher, and health coach.
Woohoo! I'm Steph. I am a certified personal trainer, health coach, and I'm a mindset and emotional breakthrough expert. Together, Lauren and I created PHATTGirlFitness, and that stands for Psychology, Health, Attitude, Training, and Transformation, your transformation. So in honoring that, we're so talking about everything holiday and Christmas, and as you can see, our beautiful Christmas tree behind us, which is not ours.
Which is not ours. Well,
but so beautiful.
We're where we live, in one of the clubhouses, but yeah. So and
we're also celebrating we have some lattes today and some chocolate, because what's a Fat Girl Friday show without chocolate?
And then what we did was we made our own peppermint latte. So instead of like getting a really sugary one at Starbucks or something, we just got some peppermint extract, simply organic peppermint extract, and sprinkled some of that in there. It's really good. Yeah, it tastes a lot better too than the other ones that are like really sugary.
I saw something the other day that said a Starbucks latte is equivalent to eating 6 donuts.
Dude.
It's probably the big one, but
yeah,
still, I mean, make your choice. You want to drink your 6 donuts or you want to eat them? If it was me, I'm eating 6 donuts.
I'm eating 6 donuts over the show.
Over the drink. So
yeah,
when it comes to these, we make our own. If you want it sweet, you can add a little bit of honey, or you can add some maple syrup that gives it like a caramely flavor. So you have a lot of alternatives that can make it way better for you. You still get the vibe of peppermint, which I'm so pumped on right now. And Whole Foods was totally out of this for the last 3 days, and I was like, what? Somebody went ham on the peppermint, and now what do I do? How do I supply my peppermint needs for the year?
And then Steph had to use her own techniques to
to
calm the fuck down about the peppermint.
Woosah. Almost flipped out on that guy. What? No peppermint.
Yeah, we have it. So it's just like we always say, when you calm down and stop stressing about something, it'll show up.
Yeah,
so it's like,
that's exactly how it worked, because I went in there today and I was just like, you know what? Just see if they have it. Just gonna breeze through the aisle really quick. And then boom, there it was. So
boom.
That is how it always works.
So I think for a long time, and like a lot of people would be like, oh, the holidays, I'm stressed out. And it was almost be like an excuse because there's more cookies and candy and everything everywhere. And I would just be like, you know, piling up on that stuff, or like even just buying stuff because it's the holidays, and having that kind of almost like binge mentality around things.
Yes.
And then and then just being anxious about it, like, oh my God, like I don't, you know, I don't have time to work out and blah blah blah. So we want to talk about all those things, because even though your time is kind of not spread thin, but you have more things to do, typically more obligations at work or home, there is still plenty of time to work out. And Steph and I are a big fan of doing kind of like quick 9-10 minute workouts.
Yes.
And I do mine like first thing in the morning, just get a little bit of sweat going. Either I do like a power yoga sesh, or I do just some kind of plyometric type of thing. And really that's all you need. And it really gets your metabolic rate up and going for the rest of the day. And because you're doing those quick, rapid fire movements, you use muscles in a different way that just burn more calories. So you don't have to be on the treadmill for like an hour. If you do, Mama loves her cardio. I love cardio. Like I just like to like zone out for an hour and do my cardio, but I don't have time for that all the time. So when I don't, I do something similar to that, just like a 10-minute, hit it and quit it, and then start the rest of my day.
Yeah, you get in the zone, and I think it'd be great if you would share with everybody what gets you pumped to do cardio, because some people are like, I can't get myself motivated to do cardio ever.
Oh my gosh.
So what gets you?
So for me, it's kind of like a moving meditation. I make my playlist of like
Moving
just
meditation, that sounds awesome.
Yes,
I
it
like
is
that.
awesome. It's like so awesome. But no, it really is. Like, it's just a way for me to like clear up my mind. I am a big visualization person, so I do a lot of visualizations about things that I want or that I'm creating for myself, because I know how powerful thoughts are. Thoughts are things, and the things that you focus on and give energy to are the things that you create in your life.
Oh, yeah.
So I go through, like, in health, wealth, and relationships, all the things that I want, and I visualize them. And when you pair that with music, it really creates those neural pathways, so those things come in faster. And then the movement, it's just kind of like I'm in the zone. I'm not focused really on just the cardio or like breathing, but you know, I do like it. I like breathing heavily like that. It's very, and I also know like how healing it is for me, for my body and mind. And also just knowing that sometimes it can make movement feel better. It can make food taste better, knowing that you're doing something. And the reverse is true. When you know something's like super fucked up all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like it's kind of like we were talking about this with Oreos.
Yeah.
Like I used to love Oreos, and we'd have them at my grandma's house all the time. And then when I started to know like exactly, I was just like, oh hell to the no, to the point where I'm like, okay, they're good, but it's not like something I'm like, I want that. So yeah.
Yeah, it removes that need, or it shifts your brain pattern, the mindset that we always talk about. And so then I'm really big on 9-minute workouts. I started a 9-minute workouts program actually, because I'm so pumped on it. It's something that you do first thing in the morning. But the reason it works is because you're working your muscles and you're getting your heart rate up, as Lauren mentioned. And by doing that, even though somebody would say it's only 9 minutes, like it's not going to do anything, it's this element of the compound effect that you hear us talk about constantly, and you're going to hear us talk about constantly for the rest of the videos we ever make, because it's how things work. You do little bits of something, over time they add up and they make a huge difference in someone's life. I mean, this book, The Compound Effect, the guy talks about how this guy, all he changed was he had 1 less cup of cereal a day. Right? He didn't even make a healthier, well, that is a healthier choice, but he didn't make what we would think is healthy, because cereal obviously is a very toxic thing that's not good for you. But he didn't even remove cereal completely. He just took away 1 cup, 1 single cup, and over a year's or so time, he ended up losing like 30 pounds or something, right? It's like, that's how much of an impact the one simple little thing is, and you might not realize how frequently you're doing something. And if you're repeating it over and over and over, whether it's you're doing a 9-minute workout over and over and over, or you're doing nothing during that time, no active movement, no movement during the day, that's going to add up. And over time, you end up having some kind of issue with your body, whether you hurt something because the muscles are so tight, or you end up maybe with some kind of more serious health issue because your body can't properly move things through and process because it's made to move.
And you also like create a belief system around exercise. I see that a lot with people that just get out of the habit of exercising. They all of a sudden are just kind of like, oh, it's hard. It becomes this huge daunting thing that they can't do or can't make time for, and because it's just not part of your life and you're not identified with it. So it's really important to, in a way, create an identity around, what you do for physical movement. And it could be anything like, Steph likes to do like kind of like plyo type of stuff, right? And then I like yoga. I like plyo too. But if you like Zumba, I mean, nowadays you could just literally YouTube something.
Yeah.
And, you know, or if you have like a favorite couple songs that you like and you just like want to dance or whatever it is that you want to do, if you want to do push-ups or 10, it doesn't even matter. It's just about moving your body. And also, you know, I like linking the breath with my body, so my body movement. So it's just about doing that. And then also really knowing at the end of those 9 or 10 minutes that you did something really awesome for yourself and that whatever you did is positively affecting your metabolism and your body and getting whatever your ideal body composition is. Because what people don't realize is, I think a lot of people don't realize, is that weight loss or any type of goal you're achieving, but in terms of just weight loss or changing your body composition, there's so much behind it that is mindset based. So your body is responding to what your mind says. So if your mind is like, oh, it's hard or it's going to take X amount of time, then it will. But the opposite is true. So if it's like, yes, this 10-minute workout was amazing and is changing my body, then it will too. So keep that in mind. And so get out of that mindset of like, oh, I don't have enough time or blah, 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 or even like when you are maybe having a little snack at a holiday party, like this is so bad for me. Just enjoy it. Like we talk about being in joy when you're eating. You don't have to binge, and you don't have to restrict, but when you do have something, just enjoying it. And yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you too, because what you're saying is thinking about something positive while you work out. While you're working out, what are you thinking about? Like, are they positive thoughts or are they negative thoughts?
Oh, they're definitely positive thoughts. Like I do all my visualization, like I said. If I'm working with a mantra, I'll repeat it over and over again while I'm working out. And when I do yoga and when I teach yoga and when I'm working out, I always exhale away anything that's negative. Any negative thoughts, or even like, because sometimes we have subconscious thoughts or unconscious thoughts or energy that we're not aware of. So I set the intention to just exhale away any negative energy that might be in my space or
Yeah, that's awesome.
What about you?
When I'm working out, yeah, I try and focus on, this is one of my hacks that I teach people who are doing my programs. It's to focus on either a memory, a person you love, or a thing you love, and hold that memory of that person, place, or thing in your mind, and to the point where it puts a smile naturally on your face.
Yeah.
And when you're feeling that as you work out, you can't help but positively associate good things to your workout and want to do it again. Because think about it this way, guys. Why would you want to go back and do something that you hated and that felt awful?
Yeah.
You just won't. You won't want to. And then you might wonder, why do I never follow through with a fitness routine? Well, you might be thinking some really negative thoughts while you do it. Are you thinking about how, oh, I should be more progressed by now, or I can't believe I can't do this move, or oh, I can't stand how I look in the mirror? Are all these things popping in your mind? Because if they are, no, you're not going to want to continue to work out because your brain's associating pain with that experience.
And then you're also telling your body that it can't do things. That comes up a lot when I teach yoga. I'm like, listen, because people, like when I'm teaching a new pose, and I know that I can see by how they use their body that they can do it. They just never have done it before. And they're like, oh yeah, right. And I was like, do not tell your body that you can't do that because you can. I was teaching compass pose today and I demonstrated it first because it looks kind of crazy. Like your legs like up here. And like, I'll just do it right now. It's like this.
Yeah, show us.
Like that. And then your legs out. And so, but like most people, like in the class, I knew that they could do it, but they just never heard of it. And they're like, they looked at me like, really, bitch? And I was just like, yeah. And then I taught them, and then they all got into the pose. So,
I love that.
Hi, Naya. I just saw that Naya was on there. Hey,
Naya, welcome.
Miss you. Need to hang out soon.
What you're saying is the epitome of life. Like what you repeat to yourself or the way you think about something creates what's possible for you. Because I remember when I first met my fiance, Josh, we were talking, and I remember him saying to me that most people can really get into any yoga pose they want. He said, the issue is that your body is constricting and tightening because it's trying to protect you because you think you can't. And he said, if you were to open up your mind and know that you could do it, your body would relax enough that you could get into a pose. And ever since he said that to me, it's like yoga has been something that's simple for me. I would easily say that yoga is easy, and spending time on getting into poses, it's not something where my brain goes to, I can't do that. It just goes to, yeah, if I relax enough, I will. So you see how that one thought has shaped completely my whole yoga experience. And whereas somebody else might think, I can never do this stuff. Maybe you heard people talk about yoga like it's some like magic thing that only special people can do. If you think that way, then of course you're not going to be able to get into the poses.
And you know what? That is true and a good analogy for anything that you want in life. Like a lot of times we talk about basically like what The Secret is talking about and the law of attraction and everything.
Yeah.
And what you need to do is kind of like what people call like relax into it or surrender or all those things or let go. And what they're saying by that is you have to let go of your limiting beliefs and your fear. Limiting beliefs and fears are like, you know, muscle constriction. It's like you can't do anything if you're here, right? If you're here mentally, you can't do anything. So the same thing is true if you just relax and accept it and it's kind of like, oh, of course I can. Then it happens right away.
Yeah, I like that. Way to tie that in there.
Boom. Boom.
So also, let's put this out there. Hi, where's Allison? Like, Allison's always on here by now. I miss you. Where are you?
But okay,
I'm
speaking
gonna
of
look
that,
at Naya's comments too. What were you gonna say now?
I was just gonna say if y'all have,
Okay.
don't do that.
I was finish the show.
We'll like that one later.
Yeah, we'll save that for later.
So if you have any questions about anything, let us know, especially what we're talking about today about staying fit during the holidays when just more stuff is going on, staying fit and relaxed. And then the second thing that we were going to talk about.
Oh yes, so holiday weight gain and office parties.
Oh yeah.
That is a thing. So how many people, like, put a comment below if you get nervous when you know you're going to a holiday party, or if you get excited because you know you're going to binge out on food. This is like a mentality that we're so ready to break, and it's something that has allowed us to have a lot of freedom in knowing that when we go to a party or an office thing, that we're not going to binge. It's not going to be part of our wheelhouse. And if it is, or if we decide to eat something, it's from a place of wanting to, not from a place of like trying to escape things, or I've been waiting to eat this all year, so I'm going to eat a ton of it.
Yeah.
It's like those are very different spaces, mindsets to come from.
Exactly. And then also, I think that at holiday parties and also just anytime like family is getting together, there can be stress. You know, people have their tensions, and I mean about anything, like it's just crazy. And like a lot of it is kind of like, really, you're fighting about that? And, you know, in retrospect, but when you're in it, I understand that it's a little bit harder. So when those things, when you're about to approach something like that, or even a coworker that you're like, one thing that we use and help other people with is breathing techniques, because all like stress is raising your cortisol levels, right? And we want to keep the cortisol levels down. When the cortisol levels are up, you're creating a lot of insulin in the body, you're like storing fat, and because, you know, you're, like I always say, like your brain, that primitive part of your brain doesn't know that it's like, you know, swimsuit season, or that you're trying to, you know, or you're going to a Christmas party, whatever it is. All of it knows is like stress, under attack, gonna, you know, buckle down and, you know, save fat and stuff like that. So you have to keep the cortisol levels low, where they should be, down here. And the best and easiest and fastest way to do that is to breathe deeply. Just to stop whatever you're doing. If you're in traffic and you got to be somewhere in 10 minutes, but you know you won't get there for 40 minutes because of traffic, because it's holidays and blah, 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 just breathe. Like literally, there's nothing you can do about it. It's kind of like you have to take inventory of the things you can control and the things you can't control, right? And if you're in traffic or something like that, you know, it's not, at the end of the world, it's not, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. So, you know, just breathing and being really present, and then being okay, like having an acceptance around, okay, like I'm in traffic right now. I'm about to see this relative, and I think they suck, or this colleague or coworker, and you know, but it's okay. Just having an acceptance around it, be like, okay, I accept you for who you are, and I don't even have to engage. I'm just gonna be like, whatever. So that whole like letting go piece, and then linking it with your breath, like I was saying earlier, exhaling out the negative energy. It's really, really so powerful, and it's free, and you could use it all the time. All you have to do is breathe.
What an epic resource. Free.
Yeah.
Like, you can access it literally, yeah, in your car, at your house, in your bed, at work, whatever it is. I think the thing, the family thing too, I've been hearing it a lot. A lot of my mentorship clients, Thanksgiving just ended, so they're talking a lot about how Thanksgiving was for them. And there's a lot of comparison that happens. Like, people will think, oh, this person, my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, my cousin, my aunt, they're all doing so well. This person's getting married, and this person just had a baby, and that person's so successful in their career, and look at me here. That's a mentality that'll come up, and it's like, guys, focus on your enoughness. Focus on how proud of yourself you are, Don't go into other people's worlds with all that stuff. That can make it easy to start drinking and eating like crazy and get really out of control when you start to compare yourself. The idea of criticism and judgment and all these things, and you're judging yourself. I was reading a book, I know you've read this too, The Untethered Soul.
Oh yeah, it's a good one,
it's
guys.
So good.
Read that if you haven't.
It's a game changer. And so in the book, they're talking about how you are, I think we talked about this a little last week, but you're the person who listens to the voice that you're always hearing in your head. And when, oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. I got so into that analogy.
When we have our little business meetings and we do goals, like that happens so much. And it's like,
I know.
oh fuck, what was I talking about?
Yeah.
I swear it was related.
I was tying it in, that being the person that's comparing yourself to others. So they're saying, thanks for bringing that back for me, Lauren. They're saying that if you were to hang out with the voice in your head, like say it was a person that's like sitting next to you on the couch, you would be like, that person is manic. They are crazy. That's a crazy person. And I'm just thinking of this applying to when you're at a holiday party or an office party or anything with all these people around you that you might be comparing yourself to. Like, the voice in your head, if that's a real person, sounds like they're apeshit. Like, who is that? They need to go get locked up.
And that's not who you are.
No.
Although that little mental chatter and the bickering, that's just like leftover kind of like shrapnel or whatever from, old stuff that doesn't serve you, just like judgments, and that's not who we are. Like,
no.
The essence of who we are is like love and perfection and joy, and like, so that's why it's, good to come from a place like that, and all these little, things get to just be exhaled away.
Yeah, use Lauren's breathing technique and just send it all out and let all that stuff go. You don't need it. It doesn't need to be around you. You can just focus on the great stuff. Think about how different a work party or a family gathering would be if you were solely focused on all the things that you love in yourself and in others.
Yeah, and
Think
then
about that.
are just having fun. Like, I think it's important to commit to having fun, because when
commit to having fun.
What else are you here for if you really think about it? Anything you do, any basic need that you're trying to get met, or anything that you want to do, whatever your bucket list things are, if you distill them down, it's all to like feel good, right? Everything you do is to feel good. So why not just always come from that place? It's like, what's going to make me feel good? What's going to make me feel like enjoy, like be in like a high vibrational state? And also what you were saying was reminding me of, I have this thing about like the phrase "give zero fucks" because I think it's really spiritual. I have like
Awesome.
I wrote a blog post about it, about like it's called "The Buddha Gives Zero Fucks," and it's because it's like coming from the state of, and giving zero fucks is like just being in a state of non-attachment.
Yeah.
So not like I don't give a shit about you, not in that type of like negative way, but just really not attaching yourself or like comparing yourself to anyone or taking any of that like on or whatever. And so and just being like, okay, I guess that's your opinion or whatever, it's cool with me,
Yeah.
It was my dad, he just turned 65, DJ Larry, and yay. And so I went to his 60th birthday, and like so many people were like, you married yet? You blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, nope, I'm only getting married once, first of all.
Yeah.
And I'm just choosing not to settle and all this stuff, and kind of like my answer kind of like made people be quiet. But also I was just noticing that maybe if that was like 10 years ago, I would have like taken it personally or like thought something. And I'm just like in a place where I don't give a fuck, okay? I'm just about, you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
you have to be in a place where you're taking care of yourself and doing things that serve you. And when you are, you're actually serving everyone else around you too. And the best
That's
things
for
in
sure.
life can come to you when you're in that state of just like not taking on other people's crap or caring what other people think.
Yeah, and when you're really dissecting what people are doing in social situations, a lot of times you see that the uncomfortable questions that you get asked are because that person is uncomfortable.
For sure.
They're like trying to make conversation or something. So for us to take any personal offense to something is only to our own detriment. You know, like if we just looked at it as what it really is, and we're just like, oh, they asked me that because they're super uncomfortable and they're just trying to make conversation right now. You could just be like, you are so cute. Oh, I just love all this about you. And
Yeah, sometimes it's an uncomfortability thing, but it's also sometimes it's a projection of what they, you know,
Yes,
feel like they're
that too.
lacking in themselves.
For sure.
Or they might be like envious and trying to, so there could be like
so many
different things, an amalgamation of things, but it's just not taking it on.
Yes.
Even if someone were to come up to you and be like, "Oh, you're ugly," or "fat ass," or whatever, it's like that's not even about you. You know, any negative type of chatter is not about you. So just letting it roll off your back. You got enough shit to do and think about or whatever. You need to take on anyone else's crap, especially if it's not good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I've started doing this thing where if I'm out and I'm just talking to somebody and they say something that's slightly uncomfortable or might come from a place like, I'm like, why would they say that? I laugh and then I think about how cute they are. And I just give them love. I just send as much love as I possibly can their direction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fun. Let's keep having fun here. You know, because that's really like the scenarios you can go from a mindset of like, we're having fun and we're communicating to like, I'm not having fun, I'm ready to leave, this sucks. You know, and you don't want to go there. You just want to continue that mindset of like, this is really fun, this person's really great, you know, this is all the things that I love about them. What's our comments there, Lauren?
I know. I have a few from Naya. I really don't
Oh,
like.
wow.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, can we scroll? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm so close to the camera. I'm like,
Like, hey guys.
hey, woohoo! I need to work on that. LOL. Road rage. Naya, you have road rage? Your enoughness.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the enoughness is a big thing. We actually were talking about that a lot today. About
Yes.
if you could come from because if you're not feeling like you're enough, you're in scarcity. And
Yeah.
there's always, I mean, you could decide to be in a place where you're constantly criticizing yourself, and that just kind of keeps you stuck and keeps you plateaued. And I think the most dangerous place to be is plateaued. Like if you're kind of
Oh, yeah.
down, you know, you're motivated to be back up, and then if you're up, you're usually motivated to keep going. But if you're just like flatlining every day, doing the same thing, it's really a very caustic place to be in. So knowing that you're enough and whatever kind of goal or desire you have, it's like already there. You know, you already have all the resources to do it.
Yeah.
So continuing to do that and just take even a little step forward, whatever it is, just keep going forward. Don't be that person that's like, oh, you're doing the same old shit. No.
Right. Keep evolving.
Tell him, girl. No fucks given. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I would say go read Lauren's blog post, anybody who's watching. That sounds like a good one. What's your website?
My website is thescoopontotalhealth.com, and
Sweet.
yeah, that blog post is called The Buddha Gives No Fucks.
Hey, and by the way, what are your questions about staying happy and fit during the holidays? Because we would love to answer any questions you might have
Yeah.
on the topic.
That's true, Naya. Naya said that one of her professors said when you get upset.
There she is. Sorry.
Hi,
I've been waiting for Allison. I've been waiting for you all like the last like half hour. Where you been, girl? Sorry, what were you saying?
No. Steph's really
I just got
excited now.
Yeah, I got pumped. Hey, Allison.
No, I was just commenting on what what Naya said about like, her professor said that when you allow yourself to get upset by someone else's comments or whatever, you give them power. And that's absolutely true too. I always say, like, when I have to really make a conscious decision about it, I'm like, I'm not allowing this person or this situation to give me power or to take my power away, excuse me.
Yeah.
And it's totally a choice. Even when it doesn't seem like it, it's absolutely a choice whether you give someone your power. So only give your power and energy towards things that you want.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure in your control. A lot of people think that's way far out of the control zone, and you're like, I don't know how to do that. Or a lot of people think that their mood is way out of their control. Two misconceptions. You are very in control of both things, because you get to be the one who decides, like, no, I'm not going to stand for that, or this is something I'd like to partake in. There's never you being forced into something, especially in a social situation, in a conversation. If something is going on and you're talking about something that you're not in alignment with, it's okay to just walk away or speak your truth. I'm saying this because I'm coming from a place of, like, I had for a really long time had a very hard time speaking my truth. Like, people would say something, and because when I was a child I became a chameleon, like I wanted to adapt whatever somebody else thought, I would reflect that to them, so we would be friends. And then I learned an amazing life skill for happiness, a life hack for happiness, which is standing in your truth and standing in your power and stating your own belief, your own needs to somebody else. So if they're saying something and you're not in alignment, it's okay, and you can find a good way to speak that out to them without just like suppressing it. Because when I would suppress it, I would feel it emotionally. You know, I'd eat because of it.
Right,
I'd binge eat because of it. It was like the stuffing inside of, like, I don't feel that way, but I'm agreeing with them.
Right.
So I would have to do something to let that out, and it was never a healthy thing. So expressing it or just walking away, stand in your power.
Yeah, and you know, you're not gonna piss anyone off by doing that, but like, even if you do piss someone off by, you know, being, you know, speaking your authentic truth or just walking away, which are both forms of self-care.
Yes.
That's okay. Like, it's okay for someone else to get mad, and that has nothing to do with you. Other people's reactions and feelings to things have nothing to do with you. So also not taking that on as well is super important.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up too, about it being self-care, because I want to also point out that during the holidays, it's okay to be selfish. I know everybody thinks it's the spirit of giving, and you can give a lot, but you can't give a lot when you're not being selfish first. You've got to take care of you and make sure you're in alignment. Yeah, it's go, go, go mode. There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of people to see, a lot of parties, a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of temptation. But you've got to take care of you first. Like, you've got to have the energy in order to be in the spirit of giving.
Totally, totally. And then, you know, speaking of that, especially this time of year, really asking yourself, like, what is the highest and best use of my time? One of my goals is to be like as efficient as possible. Like, I want to be one of these people that gets like a million things done a day. So like, from the moment I wake up, I'm like, is this the highest and best use of my time? Can I do this more efficiently or quicker? Or, you know, what can I do differently, you know? So always remembering that. And it's kind of like, do I need to go to that party, or do I need to, like, what can I compromise on? Or can I order some stuff online? Do I have to go to this, you know, like, I feel like some people feel so obligated to do so many things, and it's kind of like, okay, well, can I get my self-care stuff taken care of first? Because then it makes everything more enjoyable.
Yes.
If I don't get my workout in, mama is not happy. Then I can't, like, enjoy anything else. Like, I don't want to go to your fucking party because I didn't get my workout in, okay? And it's like, I'm not in my zone. I'm like, peace out. But like, yeah, so just like, yeah, having and really prioritizing yourself. I feel like sometimes people feel guilty about that. I see more in women that, you know, have like things around self-care, and it's like, oh, I have to put everyone first, or they're not going to like me,
Especially
or all
moms.
that stuff.
Moms do that a lot.
Moms do that a lot.
But you can't be the best mom you can be unless you take care of you. Whether it's 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 hours, you have to have some time to care for yourself.
And when you do that, people around you do the same. They take care of themselves, and everyone is better because of it. Not only because you're setting an example, but like, it's just like an almost like energetic thing. Like, people just always feel better. You know when someone's like tired or stressed or something, and it's just kind of like, you could just feel it in the air. But if you're like in a good mood and like, it's just like, yeah, and everything's just better. So really making that time for yourself, and knowing that when you're doing that, you're doing something good for yourself, and everyone around you.
Yeah, a lot of self-care. I'm going to read some of these comments.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Allison said, "Hi, Steph and sister. Sorry about the CP time. Lauren can explain later. Love y'all."
Steph, do you know what CP time is?
No.
It's colored people time. And it's because,
This is like, bye, Felicia.
yeah, because sometimes ethnic people run late.
Oh, this is new to me. I'm glad I know about this now. Thank you. Thanks for enlightening me. I know, this is like, should we change the name to like Educate Steph on important info? Allison says, loving the Christmas vibes and decor. Preach on, ladies. And she said, Naya gets it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, so if anybody has questions about how to stay fit and healthy during the holidays, comment below. And also, just want to remind you to make sure that you share this video on your Facebook page so other people can watch it too. I mean, if nothing else, this beautiful tree. Let's get festive in the holiday spirit. Let's talk about this.
And then another thing on that, it's just, this is very practical, not taking on, like if there's a way to like delegate something to someone, for instance, like if you have a bunch of presents, like have a present wrapping party, like you invite some friends over with some drinks.
Be creative.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not like, well, one, it's never the end of the world, but also just, finding creative ways and to make it fun. Like, to me, wrapping presents isn't fun, and, like, you should see my wrapping. It's like a 5-year-old did it. I'm like, I just embrace it. I'm like, you know it's from me because of how it's wrapped.
Yeah, I don't have to put a name tag.
Yeah, it's from Lauren. Here we go. But, like, but make it fun. Make everything in your life infused with as much fun and joy as possible. And that includes, like, asking for help sometimes. And, it's so important, especially this time of year. Like, even, like, the littlest thing, I was kind of running behind, and then Steph actually was like, oh, do you want some coffee? I'm like, yes, I fucking need some coffee. And so, like, and that was just another errand I had that got knocked out of the way, just even little things like that really help.
Yeah, I like that you pointed that out because I really love celebrating when somebody prioritizes their self-care. And the other day, Lauren and I were having a meeting on a cookbook, which we'll tell you a little bit more about later. And she said, hey, instead of meeting in person, can we meet on the phone? I want to be really efficient. And I was sitting there like this, like, hell yeah, girl. I love that you just asked for what you needed and what could help you be more efficient. Because a lot of people will say, like, they might get up in their head and be like, well, we said we would meet in person, and what if she gets mad, or what if she was really looking for, all the thoughts that you might think of this crazy brain. But Lauren didn't go there. She just said, this is efficient for me, this helps me with my self-care, and I saw that and I went, yes, that is a woman prioritizing herself.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
Question, what are your thoughts on Medi-Spa?
Medi-Spa.
My coworkers are really into it right now.
Well, what are you doing at the Medi-Spa?
Yeah.
I mean, you could get like Botox, you could do a bunch of stuff at a Medi-Spa. So elaborate, Naya.
Elaborate.
Most eloquent, non-offensive description of CP time ever.
I love
Thank
you. Guys.
you. You the champ. Hashtag you the champ.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I love Allison's comment.
I feel like maybe we could start another YouTube channel where we just like educate white people about maybe like how to say it, like ethnic terminology. We'll just have a theme every day, like what CP time is.
Lauren would be like, Steph, make sure you look at page 3 and 4 before today's episode, just so you know, if we get a comment on CP time, you're up on that.
Yes.
Like, oh, thanks.
We went over who Felicia is a couple of things ago.
And I lost it with the picture.
Oh my God, we didn't see the pictures afterwards. That meme was hilarious.
Was this the Medi-Spa?
Oh, like vitamin C shots?
Yeah, I think they're fine because the thing about vitamin C when you take it, any type of supplement, not a lot of it goes, directly because your stomach acid kind of burns a lot of it. The best way is, through your dermis, through your skin, because the skin absorbs and it goes right into the bloodstream. But yeah, having that is fine too. I don't know I don't know any adverse effects to that.
I don't know anything about vitamin C shots. I personally prefer vitamin C via food, but I haven't looked into the shots, so don't know about that one.
Yeah, vitamin C, vitamin B shots are fine. Like hydration. Yes.
Yes,
The show
yes.
could be called Shit White People Need to Know. Hashtag because we care.
That's like, do you remember the...
Allison, you should do that with us.
That's
The
an
three of us could
amazing
do that show.
idea. Yes,
I love it.
please. Did you ever watch the Shit People Say videos on YouTube?
No.
Oh my gosh, so there's like hundreds of them. It'll be like shit white people say, or shit white people say to black people, or shit fashion girls say, or like just like all these different, oh my gosh, they're so funny. So funny.
I gotta see that.
So we've got that going where I can educate myself. But this show sounds like it's very important for my life needs.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so and just to recap, so we talked about getting those fast 9-minute workouts, like even like 9 to 15 minutes. Just get up and do it. Throw down some coffee if you need to get, and you'll feel so good. It's like I got that out of the way. I mean, got that out of the way. Like I did that. I did that for my health and fitness today, and it really does have an impact on your body and mind for the rest of the day. So just making a commitment to do that if you're short on time for working out. The breathing technique. So really breathing in and exhaling out anything that's not serving you, any negative energy like that, or when you're feeling anxious, when you feel like, oh my God, about time, or the person that you don't like that's at this party, slow down your breath. It brings down the cortisol levels. We're always trying to regulate and bring down the cortisol levels. I don't know why I was
Balances
like,
your pH.
yeah, I'm like, that's not appropriate. So, and then also just kind of that mindset piece about sending someone love and not letting someone else have power over you or your emotions when maybe someone you don't get along with, or it's a situation that's negative, whether it's something that is like past resentment, this is a perfect time to let it go, or maybe sometimes people just act like assholes around the holidays. I mean, I've had that happen, and I'm just kind of like, okay, well, you must be suffering if you feel like you need to treat me like that. It just happened like the other week, and I was just like, whatever, I just didn't even like attach myself to it, so it was fine.
Yeah, if you want to give yourself or get a gift, actually not yourself, if you want to give someone else a gift, give them the gift of you letting go of resentment to them.
Give them the gift of you not giving a fuck.
Should we make like some sort of pharmaceutical looking video about that? Give yourself the gift of letting it go.
Yes.
I think we could make a PSA about it.
For sure. I mean, it really is such a gift. It's so liberating. It embodies the word liberating, to free yourself of all these negative thoughts that don't do anything for you. They do nothing positive for you.
No.
So just choosing to let them go.
Just let
you
it
could
go.
read the book, Let Go.
Let it go.
Or Letting Go. It's called Letting Go.
Letting go.
By David R. Hawkins.
Yeah.
Doctor.
So, Lauren, I know that you just came out with a cookbook, Scrumptious Creole Kitchen.
Scrumptious Creole Kitchen.
Scrumptious.
You added an extra R.
That's awesome. I actually always make fun of Josh because he adds extra letters into words.
And
He's gonna enjoy that. So you just came out with Scrumptious Creole Kitchen.
Yes.
An amazing
Yes, Felicia.
cookbook that I got to sample a lot of these amazing recipes, which the jambalaya is life changing. But we have a cookbook on the works too, in the name of cookbooks.
So, and ours is going to be like a lifestyle thing with recipes. So it's about shifting, because it all starts up here. You could literally eat the cleanest and exercise however you want to, and I mean, perfectly, but if your mindset is in the right place, things just won't fall into place for you.
We've all met those people, right?
Yes.
We eat all the right things.
Yeah.
Why are they still overweight?
Yeah. Are there,
Mindset.
their lives aren't how, there's a missing piece. So yeah, we're going to be coming from that mindset. So yeah, it's kind of like a lifestyle thing, and it definitely has recipes in it that will, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert.
Dessert.
Yeah, so we're organizing it like that. And you could write in the comment section here, or go to our Facebook page, and if there's certain things I really want to know how to cook this, a good recipe for that, please add it in, and I either have the recipe already, or I'll create one, or we'll create one. But yeah, we're really excited about that, and really talking about how to eat, the mentality behind eating, and just kind of not streamlining, but just Like a streamlining, like your lifestyle to
Yeah.
get everything on point.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing. Lauren and I are amazing at taking food that was once unhealthy and making it very good for you and having nourishment and nutrients in food that is anti-nutrient. So we can promise you that the recipes are not going to be bland and crappy and gross. It's going to be food that tastes freaking amazing and reminds you of the food you love, except when you eat it, you'll get healthier. So
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Isn't it?
It is. And Allison said Steph's also the champ for having the best lighthearted sense of humor ever. Love you, Steph. And then she said, yes, the show should be called Shit White People Need to Know. Oh, you already read that one. Hashtag because we care. I like that end part on there too. But yeah, guys, we are so excited for all this. And like, go ahead and comment if there is something that you're feeling like, hey, I would just love to have that recipe. It's very unhealthy, and I would love a healthy version of that so I can still feel like I'm indulging. We got you.
Hey, boo.
We got you.
Well, in the meantime, like our Facebook page, join our private group. We do more kind of like one-on-one stuff in there.
Yes.
Check out our Instagram.
Instagram. We've been doing Instagram stories today.
Oh yeah, we did. That's my first
That's
Instagram
our first
story.
ones.
Yeah, I've never done one.
Lauren's like, what's this? We even did a boomerang. It was very exciting.
I feel like give me seizures, but like, I mean, are they like about to, like on the edge, but.
I like the boomerangs, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like, all right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Mwah. And we'll catch you next Friday.
Yeah,
For
bye.
another episode. Peace out.